Just imagine a simulation game that's meant to be chill and relaxing, where you are meant to grow your farming empire, where you spend hours plowing the fields, sowing the crop, taking care of the crop until it's fully grown, and then harvesting to sell and get rich, all while enjoying the beauty of the nature and the sound of birds chirping. Now, imagine the same simulation game but in esports.
Bringing them in. Vulture are going to do this.
Vulture.
Oh, no, they're not.
No, Trelleborg are in the lead.
Oh,
Trelleborg, take it.
They came out of
Dang it,
nowhere.
Where it's no more chill and relaxing, the skill cap is way above than just driving tractors and harvesters, where stakes are high, where one wrong move can lead to an unexpected defeat, and the winners draw a prize from the total prize pool of 200,000 euros. Hi, this is iTech Gamer. I make mini gaming documentaries, and today we'll be exploring the unusual and overly satisfying world of Farming Simulator Esports. Like all the esports games have a lot in common. We all know about these games and how they work, but Farming Simulator is completely different. Even the famous esports teams that have a roster for almost every esports title are nowhere to be found here. Some teams competing in the current season in Farming Simulator League or FSL are Voltra, New Holland, Lindner, Bednar and more. Some of them are actual farming equipment manufacturers. The map for the Farming Sim tournament looks something like this. Let me make it a bit simple so it's easy to understand. This map is divided into 3 sections: the barn area, the fields and the silo area. The barn is separated from the fields by a stream of water. Players can cross this stream by these bridges. 2 teams of 3 players each compete against each other. When the 15-minute timer starts, all the players of both teams race to get the harvester and baler machines. If one of the team gets all the machines, they win instantly. But since it's esports, this is one of the rarest events. Once the players gets all the machines, they start harvesting and making bales according to the roles assigned to them. Each player has a role. A harvester has to use the combine harvester machine and cut the wheat crop. The baler uses the baler machine to make bales from the hay that's dropped by the harvester as a byproduct of wheat harvesting. The third player, the stacker, stacks the bales on the conveyor belt that drops the bales into the barn. Dropping bales from the top window gives more points than delivering the bales through the bottom door. Then, the first bale has to be dropped by the baler at the barn, usually in a fast and furious style. Here's a player named Fatu from the team New Holland. Not this Fatu. This Fatu is a master baler, while this Fatu is a master baiter. The baler crosses the bridge and just at the right time hits the button that starts pushing the bale out. Fatu reaches at the front of the barn and without stopping has to drop the bale inside the barn just at the right time. He does it perfectly. Mess up the timing and the bale is missed. Then the player has to turn back and push the bale inside the barn. The rest of the bales are usually stacked on the conveyor belt. The third section of the map, the silo, is also really important. While harvesting, the tank of the harvester machine is filled with grains and it needs to be emptied before harvesting more wheat. It's emptied in a trolley and that gets delivered at the silo. The teams get a multiplier on delivering the grains to the silo. And this whole process is repeated for 15 minutes and the team with the most points wins. Seems simple and boring, but it's not. Trust me, it's esports after all. So this is a match between Team Estragon and Bednar. And this one match is enough for you to become a fan of this Farming Sim Esports. First, there's a pick and ban phase where both teams ban certain tractors like the ones which can carry 3 bales at a time. Then the teams pick tractors. They can't just pick whatever they want. Each pick costs points. And the teams get 20 points each, so they have to choose wisely. The match starts and all the players run towards the platforms to pick the machines. Harvesters get into the fields followed by the balers right at the tail. Balers of both the teams race towards the barn to drop the first bale and get the sweet multiplier. Both the balers decide to go right through the fields. Bam Bam of Team Estragon has slim tires that do not destroy the crop, but Ventil of Team Bednar has the regular tires going through the field, destroying that patch of wheat. Both the players cross the bridge and none of them have started to push the bale out yet. Bam Bam reaches the barn, has to reverse and drops the first bale. Not in the fast and furious style, but he did it first. Ventil drops the bale right after Bam Bam. Both the players get back to make more bales. Ventil gets the trolley and drives side by side the harvester to empty the grain tank. Bam Bam does the same but a few seconds later. And in the meantime, special drops have spawned. One drop lowers the bridges for the team for 120 seconds. The other drop reduces the vehicle speed of the opponent team for 20 seconds. Team Estragon gets the drop that slows down Team Bednar for 90 seconds. But Team Bednar decides to choose the same drop as well. Now the teams have equally slowed down. Team Estragon is now heading towards the silo, but Team Bednar outperforms and reaches first and gets extra multiplier. But it equalizes because Team Estragon delivers the same amount of grains. 9 minutes remain and both the balers head back to make more bales and deliver at the barn. And in the meantime, more drops have spawned. Teams have a chance to either get a bale multiplier or deliver the bales directly for 90 seconds. Team Bednar gets the bale multiplier. Team Astragon picks the same drop. Hyper of Team Bednar stacks the bale on top of the conveyor belt and there goes the bale in the barn while almost hitting Ventil on the way back. Nice save though. Ventil places 2 bales and 1 drops, but that's fine, they are already ahead of Astragon. 7 minutes remain and Astragon has not even delivered a single bale. Meanwhile, Hyper is on his way to deliver 2 more bales but drops one, decides to leave it there for now as the bridge goes up, and at 6 minutes 44 seconds remaining, Team Astragon finally delivers the bales. Team Bednar is in the lead but Team Astragon is catching them real quick. Now it's a speedrun of making more and more bales and delivering to the barn. Team Bednar manages to maintain the lead. The Astragon player under pressure drops the one and only bale he was carrying. Ventil plays it safe since the bridges are closing and goes to the farther permanent bridge. Meanwhile, a super drop has spawned that gives a multiplier switch but both teams have the same multiplier so no one is going to bother about that. Almost 3 minutes remain and Hyper decides to do a Batmobile maneuver. Oops moment right there, goes back like nothing happened, no one saw that. 2 minutes remaining and Astragon scores some bales making the score difference to just 5. And now it has got a lot closer, but Bednar manages to deliver even more bales and the score is 590 for Team Bednar. 50 seconds remaining and Astragon are getting worryingly closer and they get 40 points ahead of Bednar. That was unexpected. 30 seconds left and Bednar trying their best to shove the bales into the barn and a bale drops. That's just unlucky at this point. They might just lose because of that one bale, but the score says otherwise. They overtake Astragon by 34 points and counting. While Astragon goes ahead again and it's a race to the last remaining bale. Both teams going back and forth, it's getting closer, 5 seconds left and Astragon delivers the last bale to get a victory by 5 points. That was close. So this is the world of Farming Simulator Esports. Link to watch these tournaments is in the description. I watched just one match and I was all hooked in the game. Now there was one other game that actually took the lives of its players in real life. Click on the video on the screen to see the story of the game that took the lives of almost 200 teenagers.